Over the last few years, our economy here in America has grown tremendously. We once did everything ourselves, but the Industrial Revolution is taking place. A revolution Benjamin Franklin would be very proud of. Things are becoming automated, and we are now using machines. People once lived mostly on farms and in rural areas, but as this revolution began to take place, most people, including me, moved to and lived in big and growing cities, built around and on the rivers we used to power the new and powerful machines. We once took a long time on the spinning wheel to spin threads and sew cloth and clothing, but as invention spread, and the spinning wheel, or spinning jenny, was invented by James Hargreaves in 1764. This was a spinning wheel that could spin several threads at once, as if you were working several spinning wheels at once. As inventing continued, there was a machine made by Richard Arkwright in 1769 that could hold 100 spindles of thread. We had to begin building factories near rivers to allow us to continue by using water mills and the strength of the rivers. Using a design that Edmund Cartwright made in the 1780s, we could make over 200 times more cloth than before. Even further, a man named Eli Whitney invented a machine that he called the cotton gin. The cotton gin helped us to clean cotton fibers, but because they were so big and heavy, we needed to harness the power the rivers could give us. And so we made a water frame that was turned by the flowing of the rivers we built them on. These water frames used the power of the river to run these big machines. We had one problem though. These machines were both big and expensive, so we had to buy from capitalists who only cared about the profit they would get, rather than the fact that this was our future as Americans and that they could help change America. These water frames had first started in Britain, where the factory system had changed everything, to the point that a lot of people just stopped working at home and worked in these new factories instead. Or I worked in one of these mills. I helped watch over it and make sure nothing went wrong. And thanks to a man named Samuel Slater, who was from Britain, we got plans for the British factories that they had guarded so closely. He had snuck out with all the plans, papers, and layouts of the British factories memorized, because they wouldn't let him take any of the actual papers. And then he met up with a merchant named Moses Brown. Together, Moses Brown and Samuel Slater made the first ever American mill. It was a success. Later, even Samuel's wife helped us to create a better mill by strengthening the threads. All of them helped make a better mill, a better economy, and a better future for Americans.